Well, Kickstart Day is really the start of that pitching process. It's the start of kind of trying to understand the common support for some of the challenges that are put forward. So we'll get an incredible group of around 300 people that come to the Kickstart Day that are really quite senior technology, strategic, business development, engineering level people in the industry that actually want to come and figure out what it is that they would like to join in terms of projects, or where they'd like to pitch a proposal. Of course, they have to have those two champions supporting them, but it always takes place at the beginning of the year, and that's really the start of development and selection of the projects.
It's collaboration. It's about bringing together those with problems, those with challenges, with those who can help us solve it.
The broadcasters, the vendors, the technologists, the thought leaders, the academics.
Combining research, development and industry as a collaborative approach.
So that each media organization doesn't have to reinvent the wheel themselves.
It is an acceleration of technologies to get from a concept to an actual demonstrated reality very, very quickly.
It's become a really key event on the calendar in Q1, and it's about the pitches, but it's also about some industry leading keynotes about prioritizing innovation. What are the key industry trends in terms of technology innovation and challenges that we have to face? And we typically have a thought leading kind of innovation keynote session, and then we have a panel exploring some of the previous projects. But pretty much, the pitches have to be elevator pitches within kind of 5 minutes, but that's where the magic happens. That's where the matchmaking sessions actually start. So networking is a really key ingredient of that event as well.
The Kickstart Day is actually really great for catching up with people from the previous year's accelerators. It will have been the first time that we mostly have seen each other since the show in September. And I think it will really give all of the participants time to reflect on what they had been through in the year before. And a lot of participants, a lot of champions, they come back with, bigger, bolder ideas the next year because they have seen the proof of what can be achieved in these accelerators with the right commitment to the process. So the Kickstarter event is great to hear the new pitches, but it's also really interesting to understand how what we did in the previous summer has evolved in either in an organization or a type of workflow, or even potentially as a new accelerator for this year.
The value of attending Kickstart Day is huge. It's a great inside track to hear about the technology and the business challenges and all of the accelerator proposals that will be pitched. It's also going to be focusing on a lot of matchmaking sessions to the supporters and the expertise, and the chance to catch up with a lot of like-minded companies, technology strategists, engineers, and innovation leaders. We bring a deep mix of really fantastic insights, thought leadership, and it's also the presentation of the Accelerator of the Year Award. After Kickstart Day is when the projects really start to take shape. From the 12 that were pitched, only 8 projects are selected to go through, and the matchmaking continues with first base calls and advice from the participants and the champions to really see where we can complete the teams with the necessary expertise. All of this should take place by the end of May at the very, very latest. Once these projects are selected as part of the final 8, contracts are issued, fees are invoiced, and signatures are requested so we can get the logos up and the teams start to take shape and marketing starts to begin. This is the stage where the teams really start to fine-tune and ideate the achievable aims of the challenges, look to fine-tune the scope and work through the development of what needs to be worked on and achieved on these proof of concept to really present a great showcase at IBC.
If you're interested in finding out more, the best place to go is the IBC website, IBC show website that is, and you can find accelerators there. And the Accelerator program gives you all sorts of great information, from FAQs to the overview deck on the whole program, to the submission process and all of the previous projects. There's so much material there. I'd definitely recommend having a look at that. And of course, you can always email the team on accelerators@ibc.org.